Really thrilled to introduce you to Miatta Lanza. She's got, I think, a big heart, and she certainly has a message. The Heart of a Woman Through Poetry 1 and 2 Morality Shorts is what we're talking about, and it's what she has out there in the world. You can get it on Amazon or Barnes and Noble, any great place where you can pick up books. So, Miatta, thanks so much for coming on.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, what made you decide that you were going to pull all this together? Have you always loved poetry? Have you always written about what's happening around you?
Yes, I've always been into writing ever since I would say first grade. I had read a wonderful lady, Miss Betty Pinkelmeyer. She was a teacher of mine, and she was my speech therapist. And I went to a school where there was no other disabled children. It was just me, and she would come in special to help me with my speech. And one day she sat me down and started to work with the rhyming. And that was my first introduction to poetry. And from there, I just ran with it.
Yeah, and what did the poetry do for you with as you were trying to overcome something?
Um, I believe it gave me an avenue to express myself, especially with ideas that were maybe uncomfortable for me to talk to other people. I was very shy growing up. I still am in a sense. And I think it helped me to really express my deep thoughts, about certain issues or whatever is going on. I could say it in a poem, and people want to hear it. They want to understand it because of the way it's written.
What is your favorite thing to write about? Is it overcoming pain? Is it joy? Is it love? What is your favorite theme?
I would say overcoming pain, struggles, even if it's just something really easy in life to other people, just something that is harder for people to express with their words, just talking and communicating, to be able to use the art of rhyming or whatever to write it. That's what I like to write about. It's just, I like religion. I like to write about religious ideas, principles, as well as I like writing about conflict when it comes to racism and bigotry. Those are the things I seem to stick with the most when I write.
And so when you have an idea and when you're inspired to write and you write it, how do you feel after how do you know you nailed it? How do you know, wow, this is real, I really like this. This is really good.
I would say it makes sense. It all comes together. There's no holes in the story or in the poem. I usually try to write poetry that actually has a plot or a specific meaning. So if I could read it myself and understand the plot, or read it myself and get the meaning out of the poem, then I know I got it.
I love it. Then you know you got it. Do you remember
Yeah.
the very first poem you ever wrote? I'm just thinking of you as a little girl writing poetry.
Yes. Yes, it was called Spring is Like, and it started out spring is like flowers growing. Spring is like people mowing. Spring is like playing catch. And I forgot the last part, but yeah.
Oh, I like that. It's just like you just put us right in the middle of you put us right in the middle of spring. What do you hope people take away from reading your poetry, really?
I want them to take away from it just a better perspective, hopefully, of life, their own life, people's lives around them. I really want to help people to overcome some of their issues in life and not get so depressed that they give up. That's right now with the pandemic and all the other issues that is hitting the world, facing the world today. A lot of people just want to give up and give up on life, and you know give up on the life of others. There's a lot of suicide and murder, homicide going on, and I just want them to read my work and come away from that. Find a better avenue for their life and try to make a decision to do something that is positive. Because I was there in my life. I wanted to hurt myself and actually tried a few times, and it's nothing you can gain from that. You just end it all. But if you keep living, keep trying, keep hoping, there is a brighter perspective somewhere else if you search for it.
Oh, I love that. Wow, a better perspective if you search for it. Well, we would be remiss not to ask, do you have anything else that you're working on? Because I bet you're not finished.
No, I'm not. I am working on a book called A Child Search for Jesus. I'm in the process of revising it. I had written it, and my publisher was getting ready to put it out, and I said, oh, there's something missing. So I've been trying to get that missing piece of the puzzle in the book. I'm also working on revising The Heart of a Woman through Poetry. I want to bring it more up to date where my heart is today. I'm going to keep the material that's in it, but I'm just going to add to it. I'm doing a little kind of crazy twist with it. I think that my readers, fans will like it, the addition and how I play with it. And then I'm also looking into finishing another book I'm writing. It was a short story on Booksy. It's called On Mark's Plantation. I'm actually trying to turn it into a storybook or a novel. And so, yeah, I got quite a few projects I'm working on right now.
Wow, I love it. All right, so The Heart of a Woman Through Poetry 1 and 2, Morality Shorts, you can still get that right now, like I mentioned, on Amazon or B&N. And we look forward to more things from you, Miatta Lansana. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you having me, Ms. Delaney.